I've been thinking about making this video for a while now, especially since I've been going back and playing GTA 5 after all these years, which I will say it still holds up to this day. On top of that, I've been seeing people go back and play some of the older Grand Theft Auto games, and it would make me think at certain parts like, damn, we've come a long way. But I have a good feeling that Grand Theft Auto 6 will be censored. And here's one big reason why. Remember that rumor a couple years ago about Grand Theft Auto 6 possibly being toned down? That's something I could absolutely see be a possibility, mostly because of the times that we live in. We live in a day and age that is rampant on social media, and content creation has blown up expeditiously between 2013 and now, because back when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, YouTube was a thing, but it was at that weird place where people would side-eye you for even saying you want to be a YouTuber, and Twitch was still in its infancy stages. It wasn't nowhere near the level that it's at right now. And with that, I think that responsibilities have to be asked and put on the developers, because they know that the biggest streamers in the world are going to stream GTA 6, and there are certain parts of the game that, if we're going to be honest, have to be toned down. Hell, I would argue GTA 5 in a way is toned down from GTA 4. Now, granted, there are some sexual scenes that you'll encounter throughout the course of the game, like whether it's a side mission, a random encounter, or one of the story missions that if you were streaming this game, you would probably be banned on Twitch or YouTube. And that's something that for Grand Theft Auto 6, I feel like can go one or two different ways. The game will not get censored, and streamers may run the risk of not only, you know, have to worry about some copyright claims that'll come off of copyrighted music, limited ads that they may get hit with due to a bunch of violence. Now, granted, in terms of the violence part, I think that's solely a YouTube thing. I don't even think that's a game developer issue per se. But in terms of certain sexual scenes, I think that they'll probably not even show it at all on screen, or if anything, it may be a fade to black and you may hear something, but it ain't gonna be nothing that's shown on screen to get somebody outright banned. Now on Twitch, we know they hand out bans like Halloween candy, but I think, you know, the idea of somebody getting banned on Twitch or YouTube for that matter, just for like a little bit of titty flashing on the screen, like that would be crazy, and people would look at the platforms crazy. But that's why I think that Rockstar will probably more than likely have some type of streamer mode enabled that will automatically mute any copyrighted music, or maybe blur out any sexual nudity. That way you ain't got to worry about having to get banned, have to worry about the idea of getting banned on YouTube or Twitch. Now granted, there will be more red tape surrounding this game when it comes to YouTube than Twitch, mostly because of the copyrighted music, the limited ads you may get hit with due to, as they call it, excessive violence and cursing. But at least they're not going to ban you for it. It's just a slap on the wrist compared to anything else. Now I think the most we'll see is like, okay, you may see some ass shaking, but that's it. You ain't gonna see nobody naked in the game. I think to the very least, it's gonna go the same way Red Dead Redemption 2 did, in the sense it had hardly any nudity at all, if any. And it's not about trying to avoid offending anybody or anything like that. It's just, you wouldn't want to be playing Grand Theft Auto 6 and let's say a character in the game drops a F-bomb, and all of a sudden your whole string gets sniped because of an in-game character saying a slur, or it's a cutscene that plays out of somebody getting back shots. Now granted, like the things I'm talking about don't happen for a good chunk of the game, but it's one of them gray areas I don't think anybody should try to play with. So in the end, it's gonna either go one of, I guess you could say, three ways. One, there's no censoring at all, and streamers like Hasnat may end up getting banned over something that may just be part of the game. Or two, there's a streamer mode that disables all that, disables partial nudity, full-on nudity, and would automatically bleep out any possible slur that's in the game. Or the streamer mode will just be relegated to the copyrighted music and nothing else. And there could be some possible pushback these streamers could face if they do encounter a sexual scene in the game, because they'll be like, oh my God, why are you showing this to kids? Or people could end up saying, oh, they don't have to play this on stream. They could just play this off stream or whatever and record the gameplay footage and upload it to YouTube. Not knowing that Kai Cenat is literally the biggest streamer in the world, and people are going to be asking him to stream the game, play the game, and vice versa. Same with anybody else. Now, granted, if the climate was the way it was in 2013, where pre-recorded walkthroughs was still at an all-time high, I mean, it still is, but it's not on the same level at the upper echelon that streaming has become. Because if the latter was there, then what I'm saying would be null and void, and people could just mute and edit certain things. Oh, and best believe, I could definitely see this game possibly throwing shade at YouTube and Twitch in a bunch of different ways. I do think Grand Theft Auto 6 is still going to be a game that is a parody of how the climate is, and based on how that trailer looked, I wouldn't expect anything different. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more gaming content like this, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.